Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to me versus Phoenix Wright. When we left off,
Stuff happened.
we've been found again. We were dead, but we are now back to life.
You didn't know you were dead, though.
No idea. Okay, we can be us now. We've missed these guys so much, they had to take over the intro.
Yes.
It might also be because my voice was kind of stuck as Layton's for quite a while, but I'm back to normal, so... they're alive.
Yeah.
I think we're just stuck in a very dense, thick forest. Layton has no idea what happened to him after he saw the witch.
Nope.
Maya's not quite sure what happened.
Nick managed to prove my innocence, but I still ended up being thrown into the fire.
You were found innocent, but yet still sent to the fire.
Well, it was kind of my fault. Well, anyways, so much weird stuff has happened since then.
It would seem so, yes.
But it's strange. There must have been more to that cage I was trapped in, like a trick or something.
A trick? Could it be a puzzle?
Yeah, calm down. The cage dropped down through the chamber and then came to a stop just above a wagon. That wagon was how I ended up here.
It would seem there's more to that fire chamber than I originally thought.
Then when I saw those things, I tried to get away. But as you saw back there, they found me, and I thought I was a goner.
And that is when I appeared, is that correct?
Yep, that's right.
Is something the matter, Miss Faye?
It's Nick. He must be worried sick. I mean, I was thrown into the fire right before his eyes.
Yes, I'm also concerned about Luke. However, I believe Luke and Mr. Wright are certainly to sense something is amiss and solve this mystery. We're sure to all meet up again soon.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
They come careening through on a cart.
Oh, God.
For the time being, let's investigate this place as much as possible.
Investigate?
Indeed, this forest appears to be full of secrets. First I was turned into gold and awoke to find myself here. And then you, Miss Faye, were transported here from the courtroom under the illusion of having been put to the fire. Perhaps this forest...
Oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
It's a very Maya thing to do.
We've connected once more! Yes! How did they manage to find us so fast? What should we do, Professor?
It appears they were lying in ambush. I'm afraid an altercation here is unavoidable.
These guys look like they've been hitting the gym. They're a lot bigger than the others.
Indeed. Leave this to me. Now, please step back, Miss Faye.
Knock him into next week, Professor!
Do I get a fighting puzzle?
Don't know who that is.
I just want to look emotional.
Oh. Whoa, it's the Great Vivitch.
Oh, hi. Hey, wasn't expecting to see you here. Hi. Missed you.
I guess this is me?
Yeah, I mean, you usually do it's been dark
Yeah.
law, so that was our theory the whole time. We could be fucking wrong, but...
If it is, it is.
They're sisters. Jeez, go for it.
Was it like, now, just what is all the commotion? You were given a task to carry out, were you not? So what exactly do you think you're doing? Answer me.
Forgive us! Oh, Great Vivitch!
What? That's the witch or Vivitch? That's the witch from last time. What's she doing here?
No.
Now, isn't this a strange sight? Two visitors from the witch trials, a victim and an accused. Strange indeed. Come again? It was your fault we were a part of those trials in the first place, you witch! My, this one has some fight in her. Relax, I do not plan to harm you two.
Really? This marks the third time we've now met. Tell me, what exactly are you planning?
What? Professor? You two have met 3 times?
Hard to explain. Yes, I first met her in London. Prior to arriving in Labyrinthia, of course.
That's right. Now enough. Stand down. These two are considered guests. You are not to lay a finger on them, is that clear? Make sure the rest of the Shades get that message. Shades? Are they those creepy people in the weird robes?
Yes, mistress. As you command, oh great Vivitch. Great Vivitch? No, it can't be.
There's no need to be alarmed. You may relax.
I'm afraid I cannot oblige, not as long as you are here. Tell me, what are you?
You know, from what I hear, you're a big fan of solving puzzles and mysteries, are you not? Then by all means, go ahead. You're free to investigate the Eldritch Woods to your heart's content.
The Eldritch Woods?
The answers to your questions are here. You're free to seek them.
You do not plan on having us captured?
You'll have to excuse the Shades' earlier behavior. They can be a bit overzealous at times. They were simply doing what was requested of them. Their task, as they call it. Anyone lost in these woods is to be made a member of the Shade family, as it were. A member of the Shades? What does that mean? Like I said, you should seek out the answers for yourselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another engagement with a visitor of mine.
A visitor?
Until next time, Professor Herschel Layton.
Bye. Love you.
She disappeared. She's also a lot more stylized than Darklaw is, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a transformation or something.
I mean,
What if they're not even the same person? They don't seem to be.
I don't know, because I mean, there's something to keep in mind is that obviously, you know, they're saying that anyone that enters these woods, you know, becomes a Shade.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, the only people that would be getting in here are the ones that get dropped through the hole in the courthouse.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing to keep in mind is that for something like that to exist, it had to have been created by someone involved in the courthouse.
True.
And who better to have something like that than the lead Inquisitor?
Yeah.
Darklaw.
Was it High Inquisitor?
I believe High. I couldn't remember the exact word, but I wanted to make sure it was. No, that's the tippy top of the Inquisition. That's a perfect role to have to set up a trap hole and send the witches to their fake demise rather than just become more help for the great Vivitch.
The Vavavitch. So Professor, the Great Vivitch they mentioned. They must be referring to her, right? She has to be Bezella.
The Great Vivitch Bezella. That woman were here.
Or her.
Were her. I thought there was an E on the end of that.
No.
But then that would make Eldritch Woods the home of all witches.
This just keeps getting curiouser and curiouser. But then that means the Shades or whatever are witches?
That is what we must find out. I believe there may be a very important clue or two hidden within this forest. There must be some reason why this forest has been kept a secret from the citizens of Labyrinthia. I also must wonder why this great Vivitch is simply allowing us to do as we wish. It is slightly concerning.
Yeah. Well, there's no point in looking a gift horse in the mouth. I say we take her offer and check this place out. That way we'll rack up a ton of clues by the time we reunite with Nick. And look, since we'll be working together, I'll act as your temporary Luke. Right you are, Professor!
Well done. Thank you very much, Miss Faye. Now then, let us begin our investigation.
Well, let me try an accent. Right you are, Professor!
That just sounds weird. It sounds
does.
off.
That was horrible. I'll never do that again. Yes, sir. Let's go, Professor.
It's not that it was horrible, it just doesn't work. But maybe that's just
It was cursed.
the years of experience we have with this.
It was cursed. Oh.
Okay. Storyteller's gotten updated a bit. The spell's father, storyteller, who writes the story and controls the fate of Labyrinthia, considers the presence of the professor to
Look,
be a
he's
form
not
of
dots
corruption.
anymore.
It would seem that the storyteller has removed me from the story. Where is this tale of his going? And then this, there was none other than the professor having supposedly been turned to gold to save Maya from her fate, as he had lost consciousness after his confrontation with the Great Vivitch. A golden statue of me? That is something I would quite like to see with my own eyes, if that was possible. Let's do it again sometime.
No!
Oh, hi.
You're just hanging out.
We'll talk to you later. I'm gonna take some gold from you. Sorry if this is all your life savings, but that's mine now. What about that one? It's even more gold. You're just hoarding it back here. Save some for the rest of us. Oh, that's a...
Is that a puzzle?
Yep. Fuck! It's fine. We got this, okay?
He's like, yes. You know, Professor, I was thinking. You said you woke up in the forest, right? The shades were on me the minute I set foot here. But they never went after you. Why is that?
That is true. I seem to recall waking up inside a cell of sorts.
Did you just say a cell? How did you manage to escape?
Fortunately, it was not a cell of the metallic variety, Miss Faye. Take a look over there. Do you see that entrance covered in vines?
Oh, I get it. So you must have hack and slashed your way to freedom.
Well, I wouldn't say I hacked or slashed anything as such. All it took was a single cut to unravel my way to freedom.
Oh, so like a puzzle.
Let me demonstrate. A single move puzzle. All right. I can dig it.
This is kind of cool because it's like it's a flashback.
Yeah, and it's an easy one, 25 of 25. That's just fine.
A number of intricately woven vines have formed a fence, blocking the professor's path. Simply cutting just one of the vines should unravel the entire fence and clear a path. Which vine should he cut?
Okay, so if I follow the path from the bottom, I want to get my finger out of the way because I'm sure...
It looks like it should be the one of like the middle ones that's going from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? Like that DNA spiral going on.
Let me just, because this thing actually, I think it might be this right here. Because this loops together, this whole thing right here.
Yeah, so I just said, the DNA looking thing. I just told you that.
What I was just saying is that, like, unlike these other ones, where, like, all these, you know, strands go up to the side, like, this, it connects in the top right here. It doesn't go to the top, so I think if I'm just gonna go and cut this. And see if I fail or not. Can I click? There we go. I submit that one. Did I do it?
Let's see if I've proven myself.
We're fucking geniuses. Hidden puzzle stuff my ass.
Puzzle.
Back to form. It just took Layton coming back to get the hidden puzzles going again. That's all it took.
Divine work! Cutting that vine made an opening big enough to walk through. Now then, shall we press on?
I didn't want to go anywhere yet. I just want to keep...
Wow, you so sure that vine who's boss, Professor!
A single precise cut is far more efficient than swinging around haphazardly. After I freed myself, I began to investigate the forest. Not long after that, I heard someone cry out.
Ah, yeah, you made me.
Right you are, Miss Faye. I'm glad you were okay.
Uh-huh, and okay I was, good sir. So I guess you were still in the middle of that forest investigation, huh?
It would seem so. Shall we press on then?
Yeah, it's on now. I'm gonna cut these puzzles down to size with the power of my mind.
Well, I don't want to leave yet, so that's the way out. I want to do that yet. I just want to look around, but so I'll touch this thing. This thing. There we go. These pots have been used in some sort of ceremony. There's no mistake. These are certainly very old.
I bet you're just dying to check out these relics, huh, Professor? Oh yeah, because he's an archaeologist. 100!
Hundo. The big ol' hundo. The giant tree. In reality, this tree is really two trees grown together. This twisted structure is simply fascinating.
That's the trunk. No, wait. That's a branch? A root? This tree's a jerk. Let's go.
Oh, the poor thing. Oh, there was money there. Perfect.
Nice, 101.
Dalmatians? Alright, you. What are you doing here?
Dots.
Now, I'll assume also, I guess I had a theory, that, because they mentioned that the Shades only seem to be chasing after Maya, not the Professor. That's the fact of, like, it's usually only women that fall down here.
Yeah.
Because of the witch trials, so it's like, what do we do about men?
Yeah. Excuse me. I wanted to ask you a question real quick. What exactly do you do in this forest? Should I be this voice or?
Go for it.
Oh God.
But you gotta be creepy.
We live to serve the mistress and carry out her orders. Our tasks.
Alright, do it then. That's you. You already read it.
The mistress speaks. We obey.
Tasks? Is that like your job?
Yes. My task is to assist all newly initiated shades.
assist newly initiated shades?
That must have something to do with what the Great Vivitch said earlier. Anyone lost in these woods is to be made a member of the Shade family.
Although, my task is made much more difficult when they run away. Why do they always run away? But we will not chase after you again. It is the mistress's orders.
I see, so you do everything the Great Vivitch commands.
Hey, I bet you guys are always fighting over the good tasks, huh? Who want to get stuck doing the Great Vivitch's laundry? Seriously though, you guys were really close to turning me into a shade earlier. I'm seriously glad the professor came along when he did.
He's just shutting down your work. Alright, I'll just see if there's anything else to this, and then...
You know, now that you cut the vines off here, this doesn't look like much of a cell, more like a storage closet or something.
There do seem to be a variety of vases and ornaments littered inside. Wonder what they're all used for.
Hey, check out the one that looks like a cat! I bet Spell and Luke would love this! Take it back for them, it'll be like their own little piece of Eldwitch woods since they weren't able to come.
I have a sneaking suspicion the Shades would likely chase after us if we did.
I just bit my tongue. Ow. I'm fine. It
That's
was a tiny
what that
bite.
was?
It was a tiny bite.
Ooh. At least it wasn't your cheek.
Very true.
Because that really hurts.
Okay, I got this. Oh, wait, did you want to read some of the things? This is like...
Forest so dense that a careless soul could easily lose their way.
And this.
Ruins at the end of the path leading away from the forest. A massive green canopy grows overhead.
And now this.
This is where we're going. The
That's where we're
eastern
going
end
next.
of the Shades village. Shades work here and they're... Wow, alright.
Amid.
Shades work here amid their dwellings. Interesting. This is where they live and work. Alright.
Can't wait to intrude.
Huh. Reminds me of like Star Wars. Those teddy bear things.
Oh god, what the hell are that? That's not important.
Ewoks.
Yes, that's right.
Do you think this is where the Shades live? Looks kind of like a village.
It would appear so. They seem to lead a very simple lifestyle.
They look so magical and fantastical. I figured they'd live somewhere way more, well, magical and fantastical.
As you mentioned it, they don't appear capable of using magic, do they?
I guess if they did, they'd only end up back at the witch trials.
Remember, that may be the law within Labyrinthia. But the Great Vivitch rules this forest. It is doubtful that such a law would exist here.
Oh, that's true. You think we should tell them to just let loose? Bet they have some really flashy spells.
Let us focus our efforts on looking around this village first. There appears to be a path leading out of the other side, too.
Ooh,
Okay, well, I'm gonna look around first. Oh god, there's so many
they're
people.
vibing.
I'll touch the people last. I want to look at like, well, let's take the money from right here.
You're just taking people's
Thanks
savings.
for the money. I appreciate everything.
They built a house on top of a tree. How inventive. They must use a series of ladders to reach the top.
I knew you were smart, Professor. I do not want to hear Nyx's thoughts on ladders. Trust me. No, you do not. I mean,
Sounds
I don't
intriguing.
either, but... That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, he says they're always step ladders. Can you believe it?
What a weird man.
I know! Professor, I'm happy to report that the Shades have mastered well-making technology.
Indeed, this well reminds me of the features of Labyrinthia. Perhaps they share the same source.
We're in the upside down. That's all it is. More coins, thank you. More coins. Just take it right off of that man who's chopping
my
wood.
God.
Thanks for everything.
Ah!
And then from the torch. Thanks. But there is also a house.
Compared to the houses found in Labyrinthia, the Shades' dwellings appear much more primitive.
Yeah. Primitive? Doesn't look like they have indoor plumbing, Professor. That's worse than primitive.
Well then. Anything fancy about this tree? Anything fancy? Oh, there's
Oh, there was a thing.
is that person up there? I think,
Oh,
yeah, it's
is.
a shade. Yeah. Oh, you're helping with the bucket. Okay, you're up there helping control with this guy down here. Just lower a little bit longer.
There's so
All
many.
right, what are you two doing? I'll talk to the one with the back turned to us.
So, how's the task going? Working hard?
Huh? Oh, task? Well, duh, of course we are. Speaking of which, what's your task?
My task is to prepare food for everyone. I'm actually trying to come up with the menu for today. I wouldn't exactly call my cooking appetizing or edible, but I must do what our mistress commands.
Remind us not to stop by for dinner.
Did you say something?
Me? Nope, not a thing. Hey, good luck. Try not to blow up the kitchen.
I wish I had a kitchen.
No.
What about you?
They all just have the same voice.
All I can do is carry out my tasks the best I can, and hope that one day I may be allowed to return to the town.
Return? What do you mean?
I am not too sure myself. It is something I was told when I arrived. The Great Vivitch keeps a record of all of the tasks we successfully complete. Then, when our accomplishments outnumber our failures, she would consider returning us to the town. That is what I believe, and that is why I continue to toil away at my tasks.
So, does this mean these guys aren't witches?
From the sounds of his voice, it would seem this particular shade is male.
Oh, perfect.
However, according to what you told me earlier, all witches here are female.
So then, who exactly are these shades? Say, who are you?
How very direct.
Phoenix is like, oh, you have no idea.
A shade is a shade. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, that wasn't really helpful.
Perhaps you can tell us what your particular task is.
That I cannot tell you. Most shades' tasks are closely guarded secrets.
Huh.
Not the other ones, though. He's very open about it. When he's fucking cooking.
All right, well, on that note, let's move along to
The
West
west
Village.
end of the Shades Village, there's an ancient shrine and a path leading to the outside world.
Like the outside world or Labyrinthia?
No idea.
Huh.
Oh god, there's so many.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. No, let's go back to searching. Okay.
There's so many of them.
I'm gonna look around a little bit before I touch the temple. I'm gonna I knew the rock would have something. Thank you, Dwayne.
Oh my god.
All right, this tree. It's a nice tree.
Wonder if Wordsmith is still in the market for a new napping spot. This tree is totally napping material.
Under better circumstances, this tree would be most ideal for enjoying a nice cup of tea under its shade.
That rock? Oh, yeah.
Why is there so much? It's like preparing for
That
a
rock?
boss battle.
Damn it.
They really are giving us a lot of coins in this area. Has me worried for a sec.
Yep.
This probably looks like it leads away from the Shades Village.
Yep, it's a path for walking.
Who would have thought?
I know.
Oh, that tree right there has money.
Oh my
And
god.
that pillar has money, thanks, dog. All right. Those guys, are they not important? No, they're not important enough. I'll look at the thing, though.
Fascinating. I would like nothing more than to examine that shrine, but I'm afraid we must hurry on.
Wonder who built that thing. You think it was the Shade's great grandparents?
Can I talk to you? No. Okay. Can I talk to you guys? Nope. But I can surely talk to you.
I'm terrible at my task. The worst. I'm even more terrible at following orders. One small misstep and it'll be my fault we have a serious situation on our hands. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Oh boy.
A serious situation? What kind of task do you have exactly?
I can't say. The only thing I can say is that I'm terrible at it.
Oh. Why are you so nervous anyway?
It's because she's watching. Always watching. She sits up in their mansion and just keeps on watching.
Man, oh, it's you.
Mansion, you mean? Great Vivitch lives nearby.
On the other side of the river. It's quite far, but she can see our every move.
So it's across the river then.
Professor, we're sure to run into her again there. It's where she lives after all.
The best course of action may be to try and make our way there. There are still many questions to be answered.
Yeah! Then we'll finally see if she's the real deal or not, right, Professor?
Absolutely, that is right, Miss Faye. Let's make our way across the river. As long as it's not the river Styx.
Oh
Then
god.
that would be very bad.
Then we'll really be in the underworld.
That would be quite the unfortunate set of circumstances. Well, let's go look at the river.
We would be, as some people would say, fucked.
Yes.
Red Flower Lake.
Red flowers bloom profusely along the bank of the river flowing away from this lake. Pretty. Whoa! Check out the beautiful scenery, Professor!
This is quite an open space, isn't it? Looking across the river, the Great Vivitch's mansion is slightly visible.
Yeah, you can just about make out the roof from here. Hey, do you think the wall behind it could be Labyrinthia's outer wall? I was
That's
just
what
about
I was
to
just
say.
thinking. Or is that like, I'm trying to go way back in my brain, of even though I know it's still topical. Is it Wall Maria? Or insert other Attack on Titan wall references here?
That is quite possible. Which would mean the Colossal Titan is out here somewhere.
Oh no.
These Eldwitch woods must be located directly outside Labyrinthia.
We're still way behind.
Yes, we are.
What we only saw, like, the last thing we saw was the first few episodes of season 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we are. So no spoilers,
Please.
That's why I avoid making references so people don't think, oh, we can talk about no.
It's fine.
Huh? But isn't that kind of strange? The people in Labyrinthia said that nothing else exists outside of the town, didn't they?
Sounds like brainwashing. Yes, quite. I too have heard the townsfolk make such assertions. In fact, the very gate we used to enter Labyrinthia disappeared as soon as we passed it. I believe there must be some kind of a trick behind it.
Looks like we've quite a lot to discuss with little Miss Great Vivitch, don't we?
That we do. Let us continue, Miss Faye.
You know, she's not really that little. She's super tall.
Oh, hey there. I don't know if you might be the way, because it looks like a puzzle to cross, so I'm gonna... Flowers.
Say, I think we're entitled to a few flowers, don't you think? We are the Great Vivitch's guests, after all.
These flowers certainly have a most unique scent. Miss Faye, please refrain from picking the flowers.
Dang it.
Refrain.
Refrain
Refrain.
from picking the flowers.
That must be Labyrinthia. It would seem this forest is just outside of the town.
How the fuck we get all the way out here, dude?
Nick and the others must still be inside there somewhere, huh?
Well, apparently they're on their way out, so...
Yeah, right now they're probably, you know, in there still investigating.
Where was it? Give me the coin. Thanks.
There's so many.
There's
we
the hut.
have found
The
like
mansion.
at least 11 just being here.
Yeah.
Is that a mansion over there on the other side? Do you think that's the Great Vivitch's evil secret lair?
Could that be? Let's find a way across and examine that side ourselves.
The bridge looks
All right,
broken.
that's probably the puzzle, so I'll
Talk to
either
this-
way, I'll talk to you. If you start the puzzle, that's fine. Okay, so but that's
yeah.
fine.
Oh no! The bridge is out!
It's been completely destroyed. Although there remains are a few bits of debris and a small boat floating across the shore.
Are you two looking for a way to cross the river?
Yes, that's right. Is there no other way across?
If there's a way across, I sure wish I knew what it was. I'm sort of having a mini crisis here. I'd have to get stuck with the task of reporting the daily task progress to the Great Vivitch. Granted, I did get to bask in the presence of the mistress and take on her gorgeous visage, which is actually pretty amazing. But being unable to cross the river, I can't even carry out my task now, let alone adore her unparalleled beauty.
Alright, simp. Oh well, you know what they say, you either sink or swim. Hope you brought your bathing suits worth swimming across.
I can't swim.
Oh,
We'll have to find another way.
wait a sec. Professor, can you not swim? It's okay. I bet you could flip over your head and ride it like a boat. It looks like it could float on water real good.
Swimming has nothing to do with it. And I do not think using my head as a boat would be the best idea, Miss Faye. Now to go across and fetch that small boat. I'd be able to jump across rather easily using the bits of debris on the water. I'll then be able to use the boat to create a path all the way across. Rest assured, Miss Faye, this is my specialty.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. You don't miss a beat, do you, Professor? Good luck.
Thanks, I'm going to fucking need it.
Oh boy.
The fuck? Bridge the gaps.
Help the professor make a bridge for Maya by knocking the logs into the water. Move next to the logs and touch the hammer icon on
Yeah.
the touchscreen to knock them over. The red text really throws off my eyesight,
Yeah.
which is already thrown off. Think carefully about the direction and the order in which to knock over the logs.
Okay.
Touch the arrows on the touchscreen to move the professor in the direction indicated. Touch the hammer icon while in front of a log to knock it into the water and make a bridge. Navigate the river and knock over the logs to create a wave across for Maya. You can also move using the control pad or circle pad. Bada
Okay.
bing, bada boom.
Well, this has been fun and all, but I think I'm gonna save my brain on this one until next time. I feel like it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get right. We've hit that half-hour point, so I'm just gonna hold off on doing this because this may end up being another 15 minutes of my fucking life.
Yeah, because what level was this?
It was a 45 of 45 if I remember correctly.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, it can wait.
Yeah.